Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. This is Ernie.
Hi, Ernie.
Hi. I don't have a video, so it's just gonna be my voice.
Sure, sure. Okay, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, sound good. So, Ernie, where are you from?
I'm here in Riverside. Close,
Riverside.
yeah, very close to your Westminster branch
Yes.
in Garden
And
Grove and Westminster. Yeah.
uh,
I think I saw it along Harbor Boulevard.
yeah, so you know the area well.
Oh yeah, I used to live in Anaheim way back 1986.
And can I have a quick introduction? Is there anyone here is not a broker?
I am a broker. My loan officer should be in this. Dan, are you here? Nope, he didn't log in.
So we have 7 people plus me, so 8 people here, and I think we can start now. Before I start, yep. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Huh?
Hello. Yeah. So I'm ready. The first question is: have you watched my other video yet?
Did we?
I did watch the seminar for September,
Yes. So
but I
that
think
how?
I finished only, I think, about 10 to 15 minutes. I did
Okay.
watch yesterday.
Cool. So instead of going over the same material, I want to answer any question you have. That is easier. But before I take question, I just want to give you a summary. MOSO is a cloud-based software that help mortgage broker run their business. You can do anything. I mean, almost everything you need, we cover. And Loan Factory is my other company. We use MOSO to run our business. And we closed over $2 billion this year. And we don't use any other software. So that is a quick summary about MOSO. We have all kinds of features. And as a normal broker, you probably don't need any other software. Okay, so now you can ask the question. I can answer your question.
Nothing for me.
Yeah. Oh, so you, yeah, I mean, give me any problem you face, any question about MOSO so I can answer you.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go over the same material. The webinar last month.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you, Karan.
Yes, yes. I have a question around giving the price code. So in the pricing engine, the customer goes to the website, they put their information, and then all the different lenders we are showing. Is it possible for us to not show the lender's name, or is there a problem? Like right now, it might show UWM, Quicken, or anything like that, right?
Yeah, you can control that. Can you look at the screen? You will
Yes.
see that you can go to the code setting here and then display lender name right here. You can say no.
Okay.
There's a lot of control.
Okay, and then for the price codes, most of the customers, we want it to be wherein they go to the website, get the code, and then they lock it, and then will the processors keep getting notifications if somebody fills the application? And how does the customer confirm the lock? And then do we immediately get to lock manually on the lender side?
We have to do manually because all lenders are not good with their technology. The lender is falling behind with the technology. They don't have a system to allow computer to talk to each other. So those processes have to be done manually. The borrower have to call you to lock the rate, and you have to log into the lender website to lock the rate. There's no way to lock it automatically.
So the way the process is, the customer selects the rate, they create an alert, they get an alert. So they manually inform us through email, or can they also inform us through the website that they're ready to lock it, or you have the lock done over the phone?
Either way, the client can call or they can respond to the email, and the processor or you will see that email and lock for them.
Okay, so just like how it is. Okay.
Yeah, we want to confirm with them because we don't want later when you lock and then next day they come back and say, hey, I didn't lock it. I didn't ask for it. You know, and on top of that, the system is not good. You have to log into their website to lock anyway. They don't allow our system to communicate, to talk to their system yet. And that is an important process, and I don't think we should automate it. I mean, lock-in rate is so important, right? You want to talk to the customers, make sure the rate and cost are exactly what they want. And you need to collect the appraisal credit card to order appraisal. So there's a lot of things that you need to talk to your borrower when you lock rate. It is the most important action item that we need to talk to the borrower.
Yeah, and then in terms of the CRM that you have and the document collection, both, right? So you have the CRM. Once we close on the loan, so after 6 months, based on the rate, do we create the alert on the back end and inform the customer if the rate is good for them? Can we set up any criteria for that?
Yes, it will be automatic. So when the customer apply, we create a rate alert for them so that they can monitor. The system will email or text them the code every day, every morning. And it is real time too. Like midday when the lender changes the rate, the borrower will get notified too. But as soon as we enter the lock information, the system will automatically disable the alert, and it will not wake up for another 4.5 months. So when it wakes up, it will be automatically, when the alert wake up, it will automatically set the new target rate a quarter lower. We don't have to do anything. Everything automatic.
Hey, Juan, can you hear me okay?
Okay.
Juan,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Here.
Hi, this is.
Can you take a look at the screen here? So the alert, you can configure it so that it will expire the number of years. You don't want it to be too long. And then you don't want to spam the borrower. If the target hit, you can if they set the target of 3% no cost and the target hit that, we expect that the borrower would jump on and contact us.
Wow, can you hear?
The loan. So we don't want to spam them every day. So I have a limit here. On the daily, we also set a limit too. So you can control how many emails you will send to the borrower. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, Juan, this is Robert Sinihue. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you, Robert.
Good. Hey, first of all, I had a question locks and the pricing, I should say. it looks like all the pricing that shows up is based on a 30-day lock, except for maybe the exception of UWM. Is that a 22-day lock request? Is that correct?
Correct, because UWM is weird with the Conquest Elite. It's only 22 days. Yeah.
Okay. So the rest are 30 though, correct? There's no way to
Correct.
change that in the system to a 45 by default or anything like that?
Normally, there's no way we can change. We will roll out the feature to support that. We agree to make that improvement already. But then when you can go to lender and you can make an adjustment. You can make any type of adjustment. So let's say, let's pick Carrington here. You can click on compensation and you can enter any specific adjustment or add a custom adjustment based on any criteria. So this is very powerful. You can add any adjustment and put an expiration for any of these criteria.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Makes sense. All right, and then just so you know, we have 4 new employees, loan officers that are on this call. And I was hoping that you could kind of go through unfortunately, I know it might be redundant to some people, but you can just kind of do more of an overview of the system. They get a better understanding of it's all about.
Yes, there would be a lot of features. I mean, I have been building this software for over 7 years. So there's tons of feature because just like you, when you run your business, you have tons of ideas, right? Same here, I have tons of ideas. So I can, whatever idea come up, I just roll it out. So there's tons of feature. And some of feature you may not find useful, but some you will. And that is why you need to go to the company setting. You can see a lot of feature. These are the main feature. And then there's optional feature. You can try to turn it on and play around with it. We just roll out a hot lead feature. And the hot lead is basically, for example, customers, you go to hot lead here, you see on top here, there's a help text. You click on it, you can turn it on. So let's say the customer, when they contact you, they go to your website and say, hey, my name is this, can someone help me? Can someone help me? I want to refinance. Can someone call me or email me? So when customer do that, they create a hot lead for you. And when customer quote a rate, you talk to them over the phone, right? And then the powerful feature. Okay, this is what makes MOSO so powerful. When you talk to the customer, you quote them and you get the answer so fast. And then you can tell them that they don't have to worry about taking note because right at the end of the conversation, they can give you your email, they can give you their email and you can email them everything. And then you can create a hot lead right away. So you can turn it on after conversation with the customer to track everything for you. And then when a prospect, they apply and then later on they say that I cannot continue because they got laid off. Call them in 5 months. You know, those customers, you can put it so that it will become a hot lead 5 months from now. If the borrower is not qualified, you can do the same thing. You follow up. Then when the loan is dead, there's a lot of scenario. So when customer create a alert on your website themselves, and then a few months later, rate drop, the target hit, it will create rate alert for you. So there's a lot of scenario that create a hot lead. And we break down a loan in many stages. The first stage is lead. Lead is basically allow you to enter customer information so that you can follow up. The lead you can purchase from Zero or lender rates or bank rate. But we haven't integrated with bank rate yet, only lender rate and Zero. And then when customer fill out an online application or you fill out the application, we have a prospect. Prospect is a customer with an application. And when customer committed, finish the application and upload all the documents, then you should convert it to a loan and submit it to the lender. You should pick a lender, pick the credit rate alert, and then proceed to move quickly to close the loan. So it's hard to go over everything, but we have to go by stage. Lead, go to prospect, and then become a loan. And then on a loan, the loan would have everything. The rate alert, it has lender, it has escrow, it has everything. It's ready to go. It captures all information needed. A prospect is just the application. We have application from borrower. And let me see. This page, okay. A loan is important. The loan pipeline, most of the processors should stay here. They can, within this page, you can find out almost everything from the loan. We try to build the software so it's easy for everyone to do everything. We don't want user to click so many links to get into what they want. So everything should be right here, or just one or two click away. So when you click here, you go to the loan detail, click on the borrower name. These are the label helping you. The label is very important to show LOA success or not, there's missing document or not, is a PIW or not. You can click on it, you can remove label, you can add label. Very powerful. If this loan has PIW, you can click on this, and then you can search too. This is allow your team member to communicate to each other. If you search by PIW, you can see this loan. You can search. The search here is very powerful. It searches by anything. It searches by loan number, borrower name, address, email address, all the label. It's search here. You can filter by status. This one we see right away their current rate and their target rate. It gives you a picture what's going on with this loan. This is the status. When you click on it, you can see the workflow. The workflow. What has been done? What is the next status? And with the future status. We are improving this one to show more steps. More status here. And here's the event. It's up to you to use the event or not. And when you change the status, the email will go out to the borrower. Unless you turn it off, the email will go out to the borrower and the agents. And it can be text too. You see the priority of the loan? You can mark it so it's important. This is the to-do or condition. For agent, for closing agent, for borrower, and for internal. We are improving this. So in about a week or two, we will break it out to the to-do belong to the processor or LO or LOA. And there's a note here. It's important to write note. And then you can write a note and email to the borrower or your internal staff or the closing agent. So it will save an email at the same time. And we enter the closing date. That's an EPO date to the system. If they know that the customer closed loan a few months ago, they will calculate the EPO date and show you, so you're aware and not fund the loan too soon. And the alert can be turned on or off. If it's not created, you can click on it to create it. A loan can be assigned to the staff. You can create hot lead, you can clone it. So customer that closed loan with you a few months ago, or a year or 2 years ago, you can clone and create a new application quickly. And then you can invite the borrower to log in and update for you. So the philosophy is having the borrower do everything for you, and you don't have to do anything. So most of the time, I don't do much work. The borrower will help me do everything for me. So I clone and invite the borrower to log in and create application for me, to fix the application for me, to upload for me. I can see all the conversation history here, email history or text message history. You can check the audit log that show everything happened to the loan. You can export or import to a Fannie Mae 3.2. You can delete a loan. You can log in as the borrower. They see their portal. What do they see? And you can mark when you want to follow up on this loan. So if you click on the borrower name, you can see a little bit more, which is the 1003 here. You can run AUS. You can check the estimate closing cost. This feature has some bug, and we are fixing it. The document here you can generate. Here's the list of documents that you can generate. And we might allow the borrower to eSign, but the feature of eSign would be very simple. It's just a wet signature. It doesn't have certificate like DocuSign, because DocuSign charges too much. That is the reason why we haven't integrated and we haven't allowed the borrower to eSign. It just costs too much. And I figure out that most brokers don't want to do that. So here, all the documents that borrower uploaded, all the documents belong to this loan. You put it in.
I'm sorry, I have a quick question there for eSign. So you're saying that we can generate the documents here and then send it out for the e-signatures?
You can generate the document here, but we have not implemented the e-signature yet.
Okay.
You can generate and send it out manually, but not eSign. But if it's easy to do eSign, it's just the cost that I'm concerned, because if you check out, it costs a lot. It costs a lot we have to pay like DocuSign a lot of money if we want to integrate with them. So I might just allow wet signature without the certificate. That may be okay. We might do that. Okay. So normally when there's a customer upload documents, we move it inside. We move it inside. If this document is required to submit to underwriting, then I would move it in here. Keep the workspace clean so that when customer upload any documents, you can see it right away. So Yeah, that is pretty much what you need to do when you process loan, when you work on a loan. Everything stay on this loan. And then I just also roll out a new feature called forgot. Recurrent checklist here. So because I have so many employees and they don't work on the loan as often as I want, so I require them to touch every single loan every single day. So if I turn it on, then it will reset the timestamp at 10 a.m. or we can set it at 5 a.m. So when it turn on, you go to a loan, go to My tab, then you can see that this loan have not been checked or touched by the staff. So I require them to work on the loan and then when done, check it. This way I know 100% sure my staff has been working on every single loan every single day. There's a lot of feature. I can go on and go on. And that's why I expect you to read the previous webinar and then ask me the question. It's easier.
I have a question here, Ton.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been playing on the on your website, loanfactory.com, on my desktop and especially on my cell phone. I played like I entered loan amount below 510, entered the value, loan purpose, and the zip code. Then I click get code. So those interest rate that I'm getting, those are live for the day. Is that correct?
Correct.
And those codes are dependent who are my lenders are, right? Like say my lender is like say UWM and Home Point Financial.
Yeah. Yeah, you go to lender here. You select which lender you want to include it in your pricing engine. So let's say here, you can see at least 5, right?
Okay.
A lot. There's a lot right now. If you want to include, you just click check it and it will be included.
So the software will connect exactly to those lenders, right?
Yeah, we use the pricing from those lenders. So when you run the code here, let's say you run a code. Let's say you run a code. See, it shows you the icon of all the lender that included in your pricing engine. And it will show you the rate of all the lender. If you click on the rate, you can see all of the lender for this rate. The top lender is UWM with the lowest, this is the point. It's the lowest point right here. So UWM has the best rate, and therefore on the front end, when the user go to your website, they will see the rate of the best lender only. They don't see the rate for this lender, and they don't see the name of the lender as well. So we hide this lender name column.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And we show the lender with the best rate to the end user.
Sometimes the borrower, like say they're looking for zero closing costs refinance.
Yeah, it's easy, right? 2.5. Let me switch to refinance, because purchase, we don't care about the cost. We care
Yeah.
about point credit. But for refinance, they care about the cost, and that's why we have closing cost column. And we show them 2.5 right here. So this is what they see.
So that's 485 from Edo's lending. That's kind of like what, a rebate to them, or?
Yes, it's the rebate. You can click on the lender name to see all the breakdown. So in this scenario, we assume the closing cost 2,400. It's a little bit low. We should increase it. So everyone have different costs. So you should change the closing cost to make sure it's correct. You should play around to make sure and change all the number to make sure your pricing is correct to your clients. Let's show the breakdown of the rate, of the adjustment, the base price, adjusted price, broker compensation. So this is a demo website. You can go back here to change the closing cost so that if this one instead of 2,400, you can put 3,000. You can keep doing this. You can fix it. And then when you quote again, you will see the new closing cost updated. Right here. The cost has been updated.
I see, yeah.
Only you can see the lender name and the breakdown. The borrower cannot see it. So you can ask me any question about the software or anything else other than the software.
Hey, Thuan.
Yes.
How do we get the lenders icons in for the consumer-facing side of the portal where they can see the icons?
It's showing up right here. I think it's showing up.
I see it on yours, but I don't see it on mine.
You can change it. Go to company setting, and I believe I haven't done it for so long. You can. There's one of the settings, website setting, home page. It's one of the settings. You can turn on off. It's in here. Yeah, it's in here. If you cannot find it, you can email info@moso.com.
Okay.
And we can show you. We can show you how to do it.
Great. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.
So this is Kiran. The default website that you provide, are we able to change our company name, the address, the NMLS number, just the basics? And is it like out of the box, or do we need to add anything else?
You must, this is the main setting. When you sign up, you must go in here and do this setup. These are important. You can click on business information. You can change the name of the company. It will update it automatically for you. You can put the company email so that borrower can contact you. You can put the address, business hour. There's a lot you need to update. And then on the billing on the associate page, you can add it more user. And the main feature here, the website setting. You can select the theme, select the color. You can do a lot. And we also offer customized web design too. If you want to have a customized look and feel, anything you want, you can contact us and we can help you.
So the default, like just the default will be good enough because we want to use a website to run a campaign. So with that, the basic information, it's ready to use, right? We don't need to
Correct.
customize it too much.
Correct.
Like you said, the customers only are looking for rate code and then create an alert and then load their documents and be done. So we don't want to do too much customization is what we want.
If your customer is someone you know, if your customer is someone you know, then it's easy, right? But if you want to target new customers who doesn't know about you, then you should make the website prettier and more professional.
Okay. So the website about the website, right? Right now we are only licensed in Arizona. So when customers go and look for California, does the quote, it doesn't quote, or how does it work?
You have to specify your licensing.
Okay.
So you have to go to the pricing engine and enter your license state. Where is it? Let me see. You have to specify licenses right here. And then you have to indicate where do you have license. Then the system will know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have another question here, Tan.
Yes.
Say I have a loan officer that works with me. Then he have his own mini website within the website.
Correct. That is very powerful, super powerful. Not many software or company out there offer this, and we offer that. So your associate will have a web page automatically. If their role is originator, they have to enter the number, and then we will create a web page for them automatically. Yeah, just 1 second. I'm sorry. One second. Oop. Hello.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, so it would be automatic. Let me pick here the LO right here. We have a my page. So we create a subdomain for this LO, or they can have their own domain name, like avislo.com, any name. So we build a website within a website for your LO. So you can have thousands of LO, and they all have their own website to take application, to run pricing engine, to help customer, exactly like your website.
Wow, that's very good.
Very good, very powerful. Like here, let me give you an example.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm on a conference call. Okay.
Okay, here, see, this is the sub website. The website from the LO.
So
I see.
on an average, how many loans can a processor do using your site right now?
Depend on
many
how
are-
good they are. Depend on how good they are. But again, this is just a tool, right?
I'll call you back.
It's just a tool. I have processors that close 50, 60 loans a month. Some of the good processor. But that is almost the limit. Not many people can handle more than that. It's always better if you have a lot of volume. You should do in the assembly line model. It's better for you.
Okay, can you talk about that assembly line model?
The assembly line model is having a loan process by many departments. Like when the loan coming in, we have a setup team to set up the loan. We have an LOA to go in and review and decide where to send the loan to. We have a submission team to submit the loan to the lender. We have a condition team to take care of condition. We have closing team take care of closing. We have a processor assist team to take care of miscellaneous requests such as solar or subordination. So the assembly line model is what I'm working on for my company. And you only use it when you have a lot of volume. If you don't have a lot of volume, you should not use it, because you have to have a lot of different department, different employees working for you. So it's not applicable for small broker.
So Thuan, I noticed that you added a loan setup processor within the system.
Yes.
With our version. Is that basically kind of like what you're talking about, the setup person prior to a senior processor handling that?
Yes. So basically, let's say the borrower fill out the application in here. You want the processor to chase document for you to make sure all document is submitted, legible, and get everything set up for you. Like they enter the property tax amount, the insurance amount. They set up everything for you so that you can save time. All you need to do is wait for them to signal to you that, hey, the loan is ready for review. Then you jump in and review. And when it's ready, when it's good, you just assign it to the submission team to submit for you. That saves you tons of time. You don't have to do any of the work, the tedious work. You don't have to worry.
Yeah, that's what's killing me.
But yeah, I know. I feel the pain and I solve it. So any issue, the reason that I can grow my business is because I fix all the problem that I encounter. So the problem I encountered back in March was my processor cannot handle the volume. I have too many loans. I have 1,500 loans. So I come up with the assembly line model so that I can scale. And last month I had 3,500 loans and I have no problems processing them. So we need to come. The good thing about software is it allows you to solve the problem. Of course, you can hire people, but when you hire, it costs you so much money. When you hire people, you have to train them, and once they are good, they leave you.
Exactly.
And it's hard to hire people, and you have to pay a lot of money. With the software, I can break it out to different departments, and I can hire an average processor, and they can do a good job for me because all they do is chasing document for me, or they submit loan for me. They don't have to learn the whole process. They only learn how to submit loan. It takes them a week to learn. That's it. So I can hire people quickly. I can train them quickly. They can jump in and help me right away. It doesn't cost me a lot of money. That is the beauty of having good software and good process in place.
So I have a couple of questions here. So I'm going to come in an order. The first thing is the pricing engine that you showed. Sorry, I joined like 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes into it. Are those the only lenders that we can price right now? Or is there a way that we can integrate with external pricing engine like Optimal Blue or something like that?
These are all the lender that we support, and we have 40 lenders right now.
Got it.
Yeah, we have 40 lenders. And if you want to see the list, you can click here, and the list is showing up right here. All of these lenders we support.
What if there are a couple of lenders that I work with that are not part of this? So what would you do in that situation?
I'm sorry, we cannot support all the lenders because it takes us time to integrate with the lender, and we don't want to spend time to work on integrating with a small lender that there's not many people use.
Okay, makes sense. My next question is, you know how you were showing the loan processor site,
Yeah.
and the page. So in there, you have a lot of to-dos and things like that. So let's assume, right? I mean, I really love what you just said, right? I mean, you just want the processors to just chase the documents and submit the documents. So that's amazing, right? So on the same lines, the loan is submitted and then there are new conditions.
Yes.
Those conditions flow back to the system, or do they have to go as part of your daily check? They have to go and check that loan in the
They
lender
have to
side.
go in and manually check the loan. They have to log into the lender website to manually check the loans. Because to be honest with you, all of the lenders out there, they don't have, the system is not ready for integration. They don't have this kind of integration. So we have to do manually. And that's why I have a daily check here for them to make sure they do their job.
So if there is a new document required, let's say we need a new pay stub. So from this site, can they add a task to the borrower, and will the software automatically remind them to keep loading the new pay stub until they load it?
Here, let's say you go here, the borrower have these tasks, right? These to do. You can clear them all. You can clear some, and then there's new condition. You can click here to add it. For example, you can add the new to do right here, and then when you see these are updated, or you can edit it too. You can edit it too. And when you see the list is updated, you can click on this button and email to the borrower. It automatically created for you. So that's how we get things done so fast. Almost all tasks should be done within 2 or 3 clicks, no more than that. The whole system.
So this the processor needs to do manually, or as soon as we add
the borrower can see it on their side. They log in every day. They log into the website, their portal. We have an account for them. They know that. So every day they log in, they see their to do. We don't have to. They see it. Everything here they can see it. The borrower can upload automatically. But if you remind them, then you have to click here to send them an email. But you don't have to, because everything is transparent. Whatever you see, everyone else can see. The borrower can see too. So when they log in, they see this list right away, immediately. That way, in the future, when customer, they cannot blame you because we show them everything need to be done. It's therefore not sending us the documents. So when I do with Loan Factory, I close so many loans. We closed over 750 loans last month. And we don't get many complaints at all because most of the problem are caused by the borrower, not us. It's their problem. So they cannot complain. And I think the biggest issue with the broker or with the LO right now is the broker or is the borrower complaint. We don't know how to provide them good service. And They got mad, they give you 1-star review, or they get mad, they will never come back to you. And that is the problem that I see happening to so many brokers. 80% of the brokers out there have this problem. They focus too much on getting new clients. They pay so much money on advertising. They try so hard to get new clients, but they fail to keep the existing clients. And that is their problem. And the system allow us to make sure customer is happy because they have total control of the process. The borrower will do everything for us. So they have control and they like it.
So
They
will
fill out the
you log
application, they
in.
upload documents. Yes, I'm sorry?
Yeah, so the borrower have their own login ID and password, right?
Yes, yes. So if you go to a prospect here, you can see that, like, you can look at all the history, conversation history here. The borrower, the system email the borrower, your demo company account has been created. So let's say your XYZ mortgage, we say your XYZ mortgage account has been created. So this is the email we send to the borrower.
Is that email can be customized or it's pretty much built in?
Yeah, you can customize any emails.
Speaking of the review, do you have to manually solicit the borrower to give you a review, or is that like automatic?
It's up to you. I do have a feature to improve that, to use text to obtain review, but I didn't have time. The team didn't have time to focus on that yet, but we will when the loan is. Some broker doesn't want to have the email automatically go out because if the client got mad at you and you invite them to give a review, they give you 1-star review right away. So we have to be careful with that. And I plan to roll out a feature that allow automatically texting the borrower to ask for review. And on that text, there's a link. They could click on it and write a review on their cell phone. So make everything so easy.
So how to get to 3,500 loans?
It's a good
What will I do
question.
with the software?
It's not easy. You have to do. I've been trying. I've been working. I've been working very hard for 14 years.
I'll ask the processor to reach out to the lawyers saying that we need to work on this one.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry. Oh, I think okay. Yeah, I've been working 14 years to get this, to get here.
So now with MOSO and the website, you think if you use the website and MOSO,
Thank you so much.
you'll be able to successfully process. I mean, for the lead generation, like, do you use Willow or what do you do?
Bye-bye.
Can you ask the question again?
Can you hear me? No, I was asking with the website to get to high volume. What are the good lead sources that you found to work for you? Because looks like the CRM is going to bring a lot of repeat business, so that will be a good platform. I can see that. But for new business, what is working well for you?
You have to advertise. Of course, more than 70% of our clients are returning or referral clients. So that the other 30%, you have to spend so much money on advertising. And that depends on your strategy, your strength and weakness. What are you good at? Are you good at social media, or are you good at TV or radio? Whatever you're good at, you should focus on. And you must spend a lot of money on advertising. There's no easy way to get customers. You have to be willing to spend.
Yeah. Okay.
But I would focus on existing customer. It's very important. It's very important. And I think customer service is what define you are successful or not. If you provide good customer service, you are good. If you call your customer every day and help them, they will be happy. And with the system that help you preventing error or mistake, that's it. Most broker, if you don't have a system, you make mistake. Customer doesn't like impound account, you choose impound account. Customer want you to put the title under their trust, you forgot, you get in trouble. So little thing here and there, if you can control and avoid mistake, you are good. You don't have to worry. But I think even more important is we all have to learn to improve, to learn the mortgage industry, learn the term, learn how to run the business, learn how to talk to the customers. Those are more important. The software is just a tool. Remember that. It's just a tool to help you. Of course, if you are good and the tool is good, you will be really have a huge successful. But if you're bad, you use a good tool, you might not successful. So you should focus on yourself. It's more important.
Hey, Tuan, before the time is up here, I had a question regarding the workflow that how you've now built it out, where we have this setup processor, and then we want to hand it off to, let's say, a condition processor. We don't have that in our platform. It still says setup processor as far as who's assigned to that file. Is that
Yes.
something that you're about to add a fourth processor or fourth person in each file? Is that what you're working on?
Yes, we in about 2 weeks we will have the new feature roll out, but the new feature is only for me because most broker would not need it. Like I said, you only need it if you are big enough. And we will have like 7 people touching the loan, not 4, not 3, not 4, 7, at least 7 people. My philosophy is I don't care how difficult is a loan. This is an assembly line. So I call it assembly line processing. So when the loan coming in, we will strip it out and make it a standard loan. So we have a setup team, we have an LOA or LO to review the loan. We have submission team, we have condition team, we have closing team, we have the processor assist to take care of any special item like solar, subordination, just trust, or anything special. So that with that processor assist, the loan becomes standard loan. And so we have a lot of people touching the loan. And it's too complicated for most broker. And that's why I don't plan to turn it on for the brokers.
I understand that, but you've added this terminology of setup processor in the system, and that you've allowed us to have a default setup processor now.
Yeah.
But there's no handoff to a senior processor. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
there's a
this
handoff.
processor.
There's a handoff. So let's say in prospect, when customer fill out an online application, you can remember the way you set up, so everything happen automatically. My system, when borrower fill out the application, everything happen automatically. I don't have to decide what to do with it. For example, the setup processor will be picked automatically. You can on the, let me see, on the branch manager, on the branch manager profile, you can set up transaction default. So if you want the setup processor, you can set up this person to be the setup processor by default. And when the new application is created, this person will be assigned to process the loan. And on the prospect, let's say this processor finished setting up and the loan is ready to be submitted, then the LOA should convert it to a loan. Let me pick something that we can convert. You can convert to a loan. And when you convert to a loan, you can decide who should be the new processor. You can select who will be the new processor. And this is the handoff.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that's fine.
On the loan, and you can change you can assign owner anytime you want to. So when the submission processor finish, that the LOA or the processor can change who would be the new processor by picking the branch and the new processor. So you can change it.
I see what you're saying.
The name, yeah.
The name's not going to change. It's still going to say loan setup processor all the way through to closing.
Yeah. We can.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to improve to make the name better instead of setup. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, thank you. So I guess just play with the system, and if you run into any problem, any issue, any question, you can email us at info@moso.com. Or you can, here's the better way. Let's say if you work on a loan, right? You see something weird happen, let's say right here, you don't understand, you can click on this icon and you type in why, you can type in something, you take the screenshot right here, you take the screenshot, and then that's it. It will take the screenshot for you, and then here the screenshot, you just submit. It will send it to our staff, and we will look at it and get back to you. That's how we can report bugs, or if you have any question. I mean, okay. I can go on and on. It's tons of feature. And the reason why I don't want small broker to use the software because it's too complicated. I can, there's so many features, and I don't want a tiny broker to use it and struggle and think that the software is not good. You have to have some knowledge of software, basic software. You need to know, you need to spend time figure out how things work together. We cannot spend hours and hours teaching every single one, every little thing. In America, in San Jose, everything is expensive. We cannot hire staff to help you every little thing. We try to make it really simple for everyone.
Well, maybe we can have an offline conversation, Tuan, after the fact. I think we may be close to taking on to that next step with the staff that we have in place now.
Yes. I mean, the staffing is the biggest issue right now with all companies, especially the lender. And that's why it takes them 2 weeks or a month to approve one loan. I mean, you submit a loan, take them a month to approve. It's ridiculous. But with my system, if we have a system in place, an assembly line model in place, you can solve the problem. And that's why
That's-
I can scale even 5,000 loan, 10,000 loan, I can scale.
Well, I hope you get there.
Yeah,
And
I'm
we won't be
trying
too
to.
far behind you, I don't think.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Tuan.
Just
Thank
reach
you.
reach out to us if you have any question. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
thank you.